Good day, good evening, and welcome to another Dive in Live. I see there's a lot of people already online, ready for Jooko. That's great. Like, he's got the biggest fan base ever. You know, when we had Josh, it wasn't so big. So Josh, you got to work on your your following, because Jooko is beating you. How nice you're all watching. This is great. Yes, today we have Jooko, the legendary Jooko. Jooko is an amazing producer, and I'm glad you're all watching. And I think it's going to be Washed Away that we're going to check out today. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned. I'm going to, like as usual, do the first half hour with a bit of sound design tutorial today. You know, we do this every week for a few weeks now. Greets from Belgium. How nice! We got Belgium in the house today. Kim van Kraan. That's a real like Belgium name. Kraan. Nice. Nikesh, good you're here. Bring on Jooko. We will. We just did a test, so he can actually share his audio through Zoom. It was like a whole mad race. You should have seen me the past half hour, like making everything to work. But we're here, so let's rock this stuff. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed last week's session as well. Oh, ooh la la, Mexico's here. Andreas Casillas, how great! Isn't there like a keeper called Casillas? Here, my nephew's here. Wow, this is one of the biggest, the biggest turn-ups ever. Let's see how many people we have. The 128. No shit. That's ridiculous. It's like I'm talking in front of like a huge crowd at the moment. You're all early. Thank you for coming so early as well. Hello from Brazil. Hello back, Brazil. That's great. So yeah, you know, we're gonna get ready for Jooko, and if there's so many people waiting, I bet he doesn't mind playing one of his first his coming tracks. So I can actually play already one of his tracks. It's gonna be a new release. I don't know anything about it, but he will tell us. So let's listen to one of those. Why not? So yeah, fresh new Jooko for you. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Is there going to be a recording put up after the show? Yeah, you can find all the recordings at youtube.com/lessonsinlive. So all the recordings that I did, also the one with Josh Butler, the one with Luna Ludmilla, the one with Robin Kamschoor. There's a lot. Johannes. There are so many guys and girls that I had here, so make sure to check out youtube.com/lessonsinlive. There, everything will be up there. And I've got more people coming next week. Lucien Ford, our old school hero. I've got Roland coming soon. Odette coming soon. So there's a lot of. We do this every week, every Wednesday night. It's nerd time. So let's also get into the nerd mode here. I know you all want Jooko, but let's do a tutorial as well before we're gonna call him. It's like 25 minutes. Hey, Robin, he's online. Welcome back, my man. Nice. Yeah, I want to get Chris Stussy, but Chris Stussy is working on Fruity Loops, and I'm the Ableton guy. But maybe we can do it like this, that he actually shows us a Fruity Loops project. Why not? He was actually on the show when I had Josh Butler, so maybe we can get Niels to come on. So yeah, great, cool you're here. if you have anything to say, just drop a note, and I might drop it in the screen. It's great. It's ridiculous. The amount of watchers, it's never been so big. So Jooko, if you're watching, probably it's crazy that you have so many people following you. That's ridiculous. So let's get into some steps, because that's also the essence of this tutorial, to show you something nice. I'm not sure if y'all making music. Hope you're all making music. All trying to make sounds, of course, like Jooko. He's been at it for many years. Kevin, yeah, you would love Traumer too. I remember you saying that. So yeah, I don't know him personally. I actually only invite people that I have met myself. But you know, put me in touch with him if you know him. But or if anybody knows Traumer, let me know so I can meet him and see if we can work out a session with him. So nice. We also need a bass lesson with Jooko and Stassi. These guys are great. I can show you how to make a cool bass and a cool like a cool idea. So let's drop some drums here, because I used to be, well, I'm not used to be. I'm a teacher, so basically I should know how to make a proper house groove. Let me add the sound here to the Thunderbolt. UAD. Who has a UAD audio device? UAD is great. Hey, Sonny, my students, they're here. Yes. How cool. All right, we have a kick, right? Yeah, there you go. Let's put it at 128. Nice and fast. All right. So you want to make a bass, right? Yeah, the bleeps from the chat. I'm sorry, I can't turn them off for some reason. I tried. We have to talk to Restream and tell them like, hey guys, this is ridiculous. Tom Woordman. Yeah, we need to get Tom on as well, right? Don't we? Well, I've got Roland's first coming up, the minimal guy. Odette, Lucien Ford. I'm gonna chat with DMB Audio also, which is nice. But it's ridiculous. There's 150 people. If that would be like in front of me, I would be I would be I would be able to speak. So nice. You're welcome. Juan D'Alessio, thanks for the masterclass. Everybody, thanks for being here as well. Let's make a bass line. You want to make a bass line? Let's see. Let's take an operator. You know which algorithm I like from operator? It's this guy, which means that these two are your sound. So if I take this one, I make it a square. And I take this one, and I make it a sine. And that means that if I open this one, I get more of that. So if I make the attack, decay, sustain, release a bit more like this, so we change the envelope, the amplitude envelope of the sound, and we get more like this, and maybe a bit less high, a bit more low. Nice. So we have this, and also you want to have the amplitude envelope going up, so we can have it down, and of the filter envelope actually, it's actually going up and down. It's quickly doing like whoop, whoop, like this, and I really like that to make more of a, because if it's on 0, I was like down, and that's funny because then when you actually create a bass line here, we go a bit up, go a bit lower. Let's say we're in A, and we swing it a bit. You can actually place the notes and swing them later with a swing, which is cool. So let's say AE like this, and this is cool if you have it like this. But let's make it a bit darker. So also let's add some bit more texture to it. You can automate this as well, which is cool. All right, so now we have this moving. Is the sound loud enough for y'all? Let me know. If there's something with the sound, let me know. And if I miss it, my roommate will come down and tell me, dude, you gotta put this up. And I'm sorry for the bleeps of the stream. I don't know how to turn off the bleeps. I actually have been in contact with them, but with Restream, but they didn't know how to do it. Sound is good. Great to hear, Max. Thank you. Sound is good. That's awesome. So we've got here, like how I mostly make these bass lines. If I'm making, so if it's, this is nice, but you can make it swingy to make it a bit more swung. And I usually use, if I use A minor, I use pianoscales.org. I don't know if you guys know pianoskills.org. It's a great site where you can see all the piano skills. You know, I'm not a master of the music theory, but if you know pianoskills.org, you can actually see all the scales, the major scales or minor scales, know which keys you can make your music in. So I'm making one in A minor, which is only white notes. So I usually stick to the chord ones. You know, C. Let's try a C here, and then we take another A, but this one jumps up an octave, which is cool. So make it like this, shift up, boom. So now that's nice. It's already like do 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 do, and then we make some more low ones, like here. Make this one swing, and jump to the fifth, and make it like this, and then we duplicate this. That's a cool like bass. You call it bass, and you can basically try a lot of this stuff out. You know, just as long as you try to keep it swingy. Maybe this is a bit too much swing, so maybe I have to pull these back a bit. But that's otherwise it's too much swing. So this swing is really important. You know, if you it's coming from old jazz. You know, the old railroad. You know, like they would actually add the swing. You can also use the groove pool here. Click on the groove pool, right click, and browse the groove library. And I really like the Logic ones or the MPC ones. And basically everything which says 16 swing, you know, that works. So let's try add some hi-hats. Let's duplicate this guy, add some hi-hats here. Let's delete this guy, add some hi-hats. Let's see. So if you add hi-hats and you add this swing, so let's say I want to have this 67. I drag it in my groove pool. On the left side here I can select which groove it should be. This one. So now if I press commit, you'll see the notes moving, and you'll see it's exactly the same. The hi-hats get moved to the right, and that really makes them swung. So if you press, there you go. So you really want to make the hi-hats a bit shorter because it's ridiculous to have it this long. I like it like this. And automate the stuff. That's cool to play around with. So check out the swings. Alright, so let's add a stab, because it's supposed to be a stab and pads tutorial, isn't it? So anybody else works a lot with operator or with wavetable? I really like operator and wavetable. They're like my favorite synths. Since I started doing everything in Ableton, it's really nice to just work with this. It's important to have the same groove on the bass as the heads, or doesn't it really matter too much? Yeah, well, if you're swinging, you're swinging. So it you know, if you listen to this, you know, could be a bit tighter. You really have to, like, maybe set. I didn't pay enough attention to like the beginning of the notes here. I just made them a bit shorter, but a bit too short maybe. So if you really want, usually when I make music, I made a new track last week with my friend in the studio, and we're really like picky on the first initial loop. If you have a really good loop and you work that out, then you're bound to have a good track. But if the loop's already like, nah, you're leaving the studio and you're coming back, you're not feeling it, make something new. You know, it can't be your day every day. Yeah, and Andres, I really agree. You don't need another VST if you know how to use your synths properly, basically. So let's add this operator here, and if you know how to do a bit of sound design, which you can if you follow one of my courses at lessonsinlive. But if you know a bit of sound design, you can actually create a lot of sounds yourself. If I take this saw wave, let's say. Saw wave here. I'm in the wrong oscillator. I'm in this oscillator, taking a saw, and if the saw 64 has a lot of harmonics, which is nice, you hear it. If you play a chord, already sounds chill. If you make it shorter, it's gonna be, and that's cool. And the only thing you need is basically having some audio effects. You take a chorus, maybe some saturator. You take a reverb. Where's the reverb? And maybe another chorus. Why not? You know, they're free. Nobody's going to send you an invoice, as I always say. And the key here is also take the dry wets back a bit. The key here is also to play a good chord. So I use the MIDI effects. I use the do you will upload the stream. Yes, I do will you upload the stream because I do this on youtube.com/lessonsinlive, and you can watch them all back there. So I have made this chord, also this minor 7 chord that I use. If I now play one note, you already get this nice chord. And I really like also to have a 7th and a 9th and a 15th. So you get a really cool sound. So try to work with these chords, and the chords that you really should chase are the ones with these jazzy ones with like 9s and 7s in there. So they really would it really sounds like your. Yes, Simon Schrader. Don't worry, Simon is a bit scared that Jooko's not gonna come. Jooko's coming at 8:30. He's on the lineup. There's 196 people watching. It's ridiculous. Hi all, welcome to my Lessons in Live stream. I really like it that you are with so many. I didn't know Jooko had such a following. You're making me a bit nervous, but I hope you still enjoy the sounds. So this is like one oscillator of operator. And we can actually add like another one. Like, why not add a second one? And detune it a little bit with this file. And if we close this, that's cool. So if we take the filter envelope, we do it up just like we did with the bassline. It's a town. It's basically like doing wow, like really quick. So now you already have like it's a bit short, maybe we can make it a bit longer, you know. You can also say, hey, I want to make it a bit longer, you know. Let's play an A. So why not add some? So now we have duplicate the loop. What audio interface are you using? I'm using a Thunderbolt audio interface from a UAD. Hi roommate, what's up with the my screen is jumping again. Yeah, it's the GoPros these days are not the best. So better get, what was this other one we had? Is this
yeah, but it's not able to use your stream.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, you can't see me now, so better I make some music. All right, so here we have the chord. So let's just, I can't really play in because I've got loads of latency here. But you know, if you add like a chord here, cool. So then you can just like jam on, and maybe make one a bit longer. Yeah. And we're here at A, so let's make one here. Move it a bit to the right. Same here, if you want to move it a bit to the right, you know. Another question. How do you, if I miss a question, I'm very sorry. Maybe add another, because there's so many people. I'm not used to having so many people online. How do you remain in key if you use the chord templates for MIDI effects? Do you look exactly for the chords that would work on a scale? No, not usually. I actually also just listen, but you know, I'm just playing the chord of the 5th. Yeah, no, it's not the 5th, the chord of the 4th, and the chord of the 1. So I believe that's right? Let's hear. That sounds cool. Let's add some delay. And you can actually use delay on, let's copy this one over, select all this, press Command D, then it will be right there. Yeah, it's nice to use these chords, but you can check if you use the 4th. The 4th always has, I believe, the same notes as the 1st, but I'm not sure. As I said, I'm not a music theory specialist, but yeah, I use it as a guideline, and for the rest, I try to use my ears most of the time. So this is the step. So the YouTube channel is, oh wow, it's busy. It's like I never knew it would be such a busy time. This is the Lessons in Live YouTube channel you're on. Thank you, Lucas. And that's okay that we've just met. I think I've met 200 more people just now. Check out Lessons in Live. It's my YouTube channel. It's my school in Holland. I offer online courses for beginners and advanced. I know Jooko from the music. I used to make music myself, and I still make music myself. I had Josh Butler in the show, and I'm busy and working on an EP on his label. So I'm just like having fun and teaching other people at the same time. So feel free to subscribe to the Lessons in Live newsletter, or just on the YouTube channel, whatever. Hi Odette. Odette's gonna be in the show soon. She makes lovely music. To check her out as well. And basically Lessons in Live is a platform where we can teach people how to make music, and we just share knowledge together, all of us. All right, so this is the step. Let's add some delay to the step. I really like to use the echo. And echo is really funny, because if you use echo on something and you hold the feedback open more than 106, you can go on holiday, come back, and the delay will still be going. Hey, Adonis, welcome back. One of my first viewers. Actually, this whole thing started with me streaming 12 hours. So you can watch back. There's a whole 12-hour stream of me just making music. And yeah, then I thought like, hey, why not invite some of my friends? You know, I know a lot of musicians and we're all stuck at home with the whole Corona stuff. So I thought, why not share and build community online so we can all learn from each other and have fun. So I'm glad you're all here. How many different chords would you usually use in a track? Depends. You can use as many as you want. There's no rule, I guess, but you can actually just explore. Most chord progressions are 4 chords. You know, the Axis of Awesome, they used 4 chords to pump out every pop song ever made, as they say. But there's like usually you also have the 2-5-1. The 2-5-1 is like this. Oh, that's close echo. That's like 2-5-1. Dun, 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 dun. So that's like a very known progression, but you can use any many chords for you. You're welcome, distilled noise. Okay, let's add this echo. Not too much. And what I really like about echo is that you can actually have this filter here, filter it out a bit, and you can modulate here the filter delay, so that the delay is going to be a bit trippy and the filter moves a bit. So the more modulation you're using, which means actually modulation is to change stuff. So the more slight changes you do, the more intriguing your music will be. So if we now have this delay, it's a bit trippy with this modulation. It's cool. Maybe too much. Nice. And what's cool, what I like to do on my master, I like to add a little filter, and I like to command Q this whole thing, add the Q as the on-off button for the filter, so I can be like a real DJ and drop the bass in when I want. Actually, why is it not working now? That's ridiculous. Okay, so it's here. It's the Q. Yeah. There we go. There you go. Cool. Camila Perez, Distilled Noise, also does streams. That's great to hear. Name a few VSTs which you use, please. Well, I actually got this one from a friend, so we can actually make the next pad with this one. This is a cool one. Let's see. That's the Roland one. Let's see. The Roland, do I have it here? That's maybe VST3. A nice plugin is... I use the Native Instruments stuff also, but I mostly work with Ableton stuff lately. I don't know where is this. No, oh, this is a great reference unit. I asked Jooko, like, do you reference at all? He said, no, I'm not referencing at all. So it depends really on who, what you want to do with it. Who references tracks? Do you reference tracks? Some people say they don't like it because they get a bit depressed from it, because if you listen, if you reference, you might get a bit like, oh shit, that's so good. How can I ever get there? But you will get there. You just need to come on. You need to go and try and make tracks the often as you can. And the more you do it, the better you will be. That's how life works. If you give a lot of water to a plant, it will grow at some point. So also the more organic it sounds when using modulation. Yeah, definitely. So I'm not sure. I can't really find this. This I had this one. This is great for steps. This is around. Where is it? Ah, there you go. This guy. This is amazing. Play a chord on this. So let's just get my MIDI effect with a chord and take this guy, and we have to activate it. My screen is really small. Oh. Ooh, it's heavy, my system, but it sounds really nice. Trust me. But I have to get it out because my computer doesn't like it. So long live the internal stuff from Ableton, because the internal plugins are way less heavy for you. How many years have you been doing music? I've been making music for 22 years. I was 15. I started with Fast Tracker 2, which was crazy. I had a bit of a career. I released music on Todd Terry's label, on Steve Lawler's Viva Music, but that's already, I think, 8 years ago. I'm becoming an old man. So Jooko will be here in 7 minutes. So it's so many people joining in like that. Don't know the lineup. There's actually a lineup today. All right, here we go. So this is Wavetable, which is great for pads. Pads usually have a longer attack, so and the one I really like, what I really like, because if you have unison off on Wavetable, it's a bit boring. But if you turn shimmer on, ooh, that's nice. So let's play an A, so we can lay this under it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a bit deep though. Let's loop it. Will it work? There you go. Maybe an octave higher. Shift up. Ah, that's cool. It should be longer. Duplicate the loop. Take these guys. Oh. Delete it. Duplicate the loop. Delete it. Take these. Legato. Boom. Nice and deep. Steps may be louder. Also, I like to have stuff on the returns, if you have stuff on the returns. Any tips for bassline plugins? Yeah, learn Operator. If you learn Operator, that's great. Yeah, very nice. I really like it. You're so many. It's 214 people. How am I gonna manage all the questions that are coming in for Jooko? He's a very in-demand guy. So nice. This is the track. So let me check out the reverb here. If you put a big reverb here on a channel, 100% wet with a lot of decay time. What's fun is just to send some of these steps just to this. So you only open the send on this some of them. So then the verb will be on your send. That's a really cool idea, And then you close it again, You can also do it with hi-hats. Set the hi-hats there for a bit. You can do all kinds of stuff to it. So that's me making a tree. Shall I save it and finish it off later? Because that's maybe the smart thing to do, right? To save your stuff. So I'll call it Ode to Jooko, because that's what he deserves for being on my stream. Ah, cool. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, I like it. I used to have a pedal in my studio. If somebody would come over, I would just turn on the auto filter with my my foot, and then people would be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you doing that with your foot?" So, yeah. So I had this pedal connected to my APC 40, which is nice. So yeah, before I'm gonna call Jooko, I have to send him the ID for the Zoom call, and we're gonna check out his project. I wanna again welcome everybody for checking out Lessons in Live, the Dive in live stream. I do a weekly stream with artists where we just geekly talk about how to make music, and I show some stuff. I'm an Ableton certified trainer, so I'm officially allowed to show you Ableton. And I do so every week, and I have my courses on Tuesdays and Thursdays, beginners and advanced courses where you can register. Check lessonsinlive.com. If you just want to check out what I do on YouTube, it's free. Everybody can check out the streams back on YouTube. I have a preset pack made for all kinds of sounds for operator and wavetable, which are available on gumroad.com/lessonsinlive. So if you want to check out this stuff, feel free to check it out. It's all free. You can donate if you want, but if you just want to get it, feel free. I think sharing is the key of life, but the courses you do have to pay for. Unfortunately, I also need to make a living. So let's call Jooko. Let's see. So I gotta call him on Skype or on Zoom. So I'll just make a new meeting. It's my first time I'm using Zoom actually. So here we are. This is cool. Join with computer audio. Because we are using Zoom because we can then share the audio, and this is real nice. So now I have to invite my friend. He's such a cool guy. Such a good friend. Let's see. Invite. Copy invitation. Then we go to my WhatsApp. And here you go, mates. It should be working like this. Let me let me try to do this. Here we go. Okay, let me play also the track for you, so we have some music in the background. So that's me. Double. You own a label? No, I don't have a label. I own a school. There he is. Let me stop the music. So I hope we can all hear you in a bit. Can you say hi?
Oh shit!
Yes, you have a lot of following, man. Does everybody hear him?
Are you hearing?
Yeah, I don't know.
No. All right.
Let's see. I'm not sure. They will come back. Nice beat. Yeah, they hear you. Great. We're live.
Long time no see.
yeah, exactly. I was kind of stressed out. let me put us next to each other, like gezellig. You know, that's what you know, gezellig in Dutch.
Of course.
Yeah.
Didn't I say it in my post? Gezellige vriend.
Ah, yeah, you did.
Vind ik leuk.
Dat is leuk, hè? We can also try to speak Dutch. So, Jooko, thank you so much for being on the stream and for bringing like 230 people with you. That's like, you've beaten Josh. I have to tell Josh that he needs to up his following game. So it's great to have you, man. I have to like become a really good manager here to manage all these questions that we're gonna get later on. But first, I played video number 1. Can you tell us, because that was the white label one, which didn't say anything, so I couldn't say like, oh, this is this or this is that.
Yeah. Well, it didn't say anything because I didn't have any, or I don't have any plans with it yet or something. So
Cool.
I just wanted to have in between the videos that I sent you one of like a beat which is not four to the floor, you know.
Yeah.
So just to keep it interesting and not always the same.
Yeah,
I guess.
I thought it was one of your good friend Kolter.
Yeah, maybe it's going to be a Kolter tune or whatever, but yeah, I just wanted to show something which I haven't shown before yet.
Cool.
So this is one of them.
And is it all the tracks? Because some you actually made like a sort of a cover for it. So is it?
Yeah. If there's a cover for it, then there's plans with it.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I put like a white label on the first one.
Cool. Yeah,
with the following ones, I think I put like a label on there so you know where it's gonna end up and all that stuff.
Yeah, I love the labels on your Bandcamp, man. This, if everybody watching, if you don't know Jooko's Bandcamp, check out his Bandcamp. He's got a lot more music for you. If you don't know his Bandcamp, check out his Bandcamp. It's ridiculous. I love all the the one with Elvis on it, and you got
always combining it with the vinyl or something.
Yeah, it's really cool to have that.
This is where what I studied comes in handy. so
Yeah.
I can do my own labels. Woo!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, you know, it's nice, you know, that you know actually, because I don't have a clue how to do all that. I always struggle with artwork and stuff. So, yeah. So,
Help you, man, if you want.
yeah. Well, yeah. You know, I still have to come to Cologne. I think that's a long time overdue already. Actually, you know.
When I was at your place last time, you said you were in Cologne, like, I don't know, 6 years ago or something. But you've played there.
Yeah, once with the band Without Shadow when I was still at Meanwhile Agency, but it's also, I think, 8 years ago or something. I don't know, Cologne.
You were at Meanwhile Agency, all right?
I was
I
in
didn't know
Meanwhile,
that.
yeah, for many years, yeah. Like, I think, well, many, 3
Noise,
years
mate.
ago. Noise, mate, yeah, I used to be in Meanwhile
Noise,
Artist, mate. Yeah, yeah. So we got so many questions also. Funny, people want to know when you release My Bad, His Fault. Amazing track. Well, you
It's Stassi's right now is setting up a new label. It's taking a bit of time, but all the good things take a bit of time, I guess.
That's true,
And,
yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be the first release or the second or whatever, but I already promised the track to him, and whenever he is having his concept finished and all that stuff,
Then
it's
you
going to
do
end
it.
up there, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't really say like what day it's going to come out or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is probably the place where it ends up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. So now, then he knows. That's great. And DeMarzo sent all his members here. That's great. Thank you, DeMarzo. That's awesome. I'm actually curious, Jannes. What happened with your studio, because you moved house recently, and how is it the change? How does it sound? Do you have to get used to the sound, or is it?
I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I changed because I moved places, and I haven't really done that much music in the last days, even though it looks like it, because the releases obviously keep on. But these have been done like at least half a year ago or something.
Yeah.
And so far I'm getting comfy in it. You know, I set up everything, so everything is ready to be played with, I guess. But I need a little bit of to groove into the new studio, into the new place.
Yeah. Yeah,
whenever
space.
that will be, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't force it, so
it doesn't need to be forced.
obviously, like when you move places, there's a lot of shit going on you have to take care of, and
and all your mail going to the old house. You have to fix a lot of stuff. Yeah, so and sound wise, you might want to check out SonarWorks.
I have heard of it before.
Yeah.
Did you tell me about it?
I could be. I'm their promoter. I'm on their website. But I don't get any money for promoting them though. But I do love their product. Yeah, definitely.
But was that the one with the 8 or 10 different speakers surrounding you? The thing you were telling me about?
No, that's the DMB Soundscape project.
Okay,
SonarWorks is just a product that I don't know the people that made. I spoke to one guy at the company, but they have this room correction software.
Okay.
And there have been many. You had KRK Ergo. I don't know if you remember that in the past. There's a few of those other ones that have been there, but this one is really, really good. And I have the ones for my headphones. Like all the headphones color your sound, and it makes it flat as fuck.
Dude, but I don't like the flat ones, to be honest.
You like a bit of coloring, but then you have to get used.
That's the thing.
You know?
I mean, I don't want the beats of Dr. Dre or whatever, but I to produce, I use the ones I'm wearing right now, which are like the Sennheiser.
Yeah.
HD 25, like everyone has them.
Oh wow.
DJs uses them.
I have them as DJ headphones. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like them for producing as well, and they're not boring. I think the flat stuff is a bit boring.
It's a bit boring. I usually turn SonarWorks off, and because the biodynamic boosts the highs a lot, and that's that's really hard, because then I would not put enough highs in my music. It's like the other way around. But I like to turn off SonarWorks and turn it on. Like as a thing.
Just a comparison.
Yeah. Do you use your headphone as a check for how long your reverb tails are or anything?
Yeah. What do you mean exactly? Like,
well, if you sometimes if you put a reverb on something,
you can better focus on reverb,
details,
instead of the monitors.
Yeah.
Oh well, as I said before, I usually just do my whole tracks in the headphones, I think.
Like everything, like the mix
Yeah,
down.
most of the time, because if I get to produce some music after work, it's like 7 or 8 in the evening anyway, and that means like at 9 minimum, I have to turn down the music a little bit to not fuck with the neighbors too much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just keep doing them in my headphones from the beginning on,
Oh,
so I don't
wow.
have to switch and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So
nice.
I think it doesn't really matter, like as
Yeah.
long as you know the headphones and stuff and how other tracks sound in your headphones, which
Yeah.
you know. You
Yeah.
can do it with them as well. So
Yeah, Anthony Zmoda says, I definitely found it very hard to hear reverb tails via return track through monitors. Yeah, I have the same. So I put up my headphones. So yeah, if you always work on headphones, it's easy. You don't have to put on your headphones. Nice. And how? Yeah, that's conclusion of the day.
lazy wins.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, actually, I there's many people that work on headphones, and I recently been working a lot on my biodynamics, which is nice. But we have a really good studio here with a big bass trap in the back, so as long as I'm here, it's cool.
I have a bass trap right there.
Yeah, it's like one of these fake ones, man.
Fake ones?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
they're just like foam, right? I used to have them in when I was living in Hoorn, but they're like like if you really want to catch bass, you should have 1/6 of the waveform, which if it's 100 hertz is like 3.6 meters, so that's about 60 centimeters of bass trap, and that needs to be like heavy shit. It's like a science, man. I've dove in a bit, and it's like
Wow, all right.
endless. So this bass trap here, but with us here in the back, is like I think it's 60 centimeters deep, filled with rock wool. It's ridiculous. So yeah,
Okay.
I had
and
these ones.
obviously the couch, man.
And the
which is
couch,
the
yeah.
Biggest,
Yeah.
The biggest factor.
Yeah, your records also. Your records in the back are like it's rubber. They will also vibrate and absorb, so that's good. Yeah.
Then I got an excuse for buying more, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to buy more all the time anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and if I can ask you another question, which synthesizer is your favorite of those, or do you use one for different sounds?
I think right now I'm exploring like the Korg, what is it called again? Micro Korg, a little bit, which does a little bit of the electro shit.
I love this one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it had like a vocoder on it, but I didn't really figure it out yet. When I talked into it, it sounded like shit. I don't know why.
It will be super funny if you do a vocoder.
Yeah, that's the reason I bought it.
A Jookoder.
But then in the end, it has a lot of other interesting sounds. But yeah. If I was to pick like one, which I always just go right next to me when I'm producing, it's like the Northeast thing.
Yeah.
And for a reason, it has like so many awesome presets which instantly fit into the track.
Yeah.
When I play the track, the loop, and then I just jump on this one, and there's like so many inspiration coming from this one.
Yeah. Do you record the audio as well as the MIDI, or do you just jam?
I have nothing MIDI clocked or something.
Okay.
Nothing really synced with USB or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a professor regarding that stuff.
No.
I just record everything in audio there.
Yeah.
And I take out the bits and pieces that I like. I'm gonna see it and washed away, I guess.
Yeah.
Later on.
Yeah.
And then just resample these. Doing the modulation with my finger right next to playing the keys and stuff, and then I pick the moments which I liked for the track later on.
So to like a puzzle, like this was nice, so I put this there, put this there.
Yeah, exactly. So just record everything, I guess.
Yeah,
even
nice.
Just switching between presets sometimes just gives like a really funny,
cool
weird,
effect. Yeah,
or cool noise. So it's nice to have these in there as well.
Yeah, there's somebody at the door here. It's very annoying. That's great.
Yeah, but apart from that, I mean, I'm almost used every preset on there yet. I think so. Right now, I'm exploring the one on top, which is like the Korg Prologue, and it is really sick as well.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and it has like a, I don't know, built-in, what is it, compressor or something? I don't know. It has like a needle going up and down, which
Yeah.
is really,
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, cool. It's nice that you have like this hardware unit in there. And do you actually use them a lot, or is it more also inside the box that you're working?
It depends, you know. Like if I'm aiming for like really old school track to make, you know, obviously these old school steps are not going to be in there.
Yeah.
So if it's like a pad that I'm laying underneath or something, I usually just jump on these.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for like these really old school steps, which used to be, I don't know, famous or something in these tracks, I'll jump into like old sample packs which I found on the internet or something. We talked about it
like
yesterday.
the ones. Well, it is like the ones that are people. We have a lot of people watching. I have a group called Lessonsinlive, and we post samples there, so people can post stuff. And somebody posted like all the sample packs from the 90s.
This is not legal, bro.
Well, it's it's there.
All right, we said it. It's done.
I can't help it that somebody posted there. So if the person that posted will be, of course, filing charges against this person. But if you like feel the need to join my group, feel free. There's a lot of illegal stuff happening there with samples and whatever plugins. No, people just post links to websites, and sometimes I post something cool to my free preset pack, whatever. And
the treasures of the internet.
Yeah, you also gave me this. Oh man, I forgot to put the video of the sample pack that you're making. I really
Okay, but you have to. Well, it's just a cut I made with what we have so far. It's not going to be the final product and all that stuff. But I feel like for teasing, it's alright to show. So if you want to give it a go, just go ahead.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Let me. I have to fix that because my sample pack is I didn't prepare the sample pack in there, so I have to make an extra scene. I'm not sure if it will survive. Our stream will survive. Actually, my bad. But I do.
If you play it.
If I play it, so I have to like actually make a new scene, and then I'm not sure if it works. So
okay, so we keep it for the end.
We keep it for later, and also I see people asking a lot of questions. I will actually scroll through them and just ask a few, but let's first dive into some more music. So I've got video number 2 here. Is there a specific track? Does it have a name that you say like, oh yeah?
I can't remember how I numbered these. Is it the one with the Lacuna logo on it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah, well then this is like a remix coming out on Lacuna recordings. I hope they call themselves that way. It's like it's two cool guys, or it's a label from two cool guys that I met at Daamen. Do you say it like this?
Oh yeah, Thuishaven. Yeah.
They've always been at the gigs and stuff, and we had a good time. So they asked for a remix for a guy called Close to Custom.
Yeah.
Or Customs. I just had a go at it, and this is coming out later. I don't really know the date right now in my head, but
big up the Lacuna boys, said Joshua Walpole. All right, big up to the Lacuna boys, big up to Jooko. Let's check out this song.
just a
Yes.
snippet.
Just a snippet of the new track that's going to be released on what? Laguna.
Lacuna.
Okay, people want to know how they can ask questions. Well, we're going to dive into the track, Washed Away, right? And after that, you'll be able to ask a question. You can just drop them in the comments. But to be honest, I didn't expect 235 of you, more than 200. So I'm trying to get all the questions in at some point. I'm not sure if you're up to sit until 3 o'clock, Jooko. That's going to be quite heavy. But let's see how it goes. Maybe share.
Okay, let's try sharing the screen, I guess. Bam. Is it working?
It's working. I see it. Yeah.
Ooh.
And then maybe the sound. Did you share the sound as well when you shared screen?
Oh no, I have to.
Yeah, you can just click share screen again and select in the pop-up.
Oh yeah.
That should be. Oh, you did click it.
I don't hear it though.
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it.
No, then you need to go to share screen again in Zoom, and when you click share screen, you get the pop-up, and in the bottom left corner, you'll have the.
Where are we?
Oh, where are we? Yeah, maybe. It's hard to get back to Zoom when you're sharing your screen. Maybe stop the share and then do it again.
Okay, should I?
Meanwhile, I'll read you. I'll read you some props. Yeah, Jooko has hundreds of thousands of views in his tracks. Pure bomb. Well, he's right. Mr. Jooko and Camiel, how's your...
Should I just go back in later?
Hey, there's Prunky is here. He says, Mr. Jooko and Camiel, how is your PIF life, Mr. Jooko?
Do you hear me still?
Yes, we still hear you. Yeah.
What am I supposed to do again, man?
Maybe stop the share. If you stop the share for a bit.
Okay. Bam.
Yeah, there you are. Now you're back. And then you do share again. When you press share screen, you get a pop-up. And on the bottom left corner, you need to share computer sound, the little fink, the little V.
Ah,
yeah,
got it. All right.
So, but how is your PIF life? Prunk asks you.
PIF life is frozen, I guess.
Yeah. Hey,
I haven't seen any of the PIF guys since I think it was the last gig was actually at Daamen on the 1st of March. And that was my last party as well.
Oh,
so
wow.
After this, I guess it froze.
Yeah.
But we're still in contact. We have like a little artist group where we just exchange some stupid pictures and all that.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. The stupid pictures are the best. So maybe Niels, you want to come next in the show? You know, you're very welcome. Well, next I have a few weeks, but somewhere in July. Let's see what's there. Yeah, come in the stream. It's going to be a PIF stream then, you know? That'll be great.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So I wanted the project to be authentic, so I didn't like group anything or renamed it.
Yeah.
So you can see I'm the messiest person ever with the projects.
Yeah.
Also, I had to upgrade the project because I did it in Ableton 9. Back in the beginning of last year, I think.
Yeah.
So it's pretty old, and some things don't work. But this is the project for the bass line. Maybe this is always one of the most interesting.
Yeah, people love bass lines. They actually would love an insight to the bass lines as well, especially in tracks like Transcendent State. Oh man, you have so many tracks.
Yeah, I did like a list on on Instagram. I asked like which track would be the most interesting to go through, and it came down to Washed Away, or it had the most votes. So
I really liked. He actually sent me a picture with all the names of the tracks with the things next to it. Like so many for these. Like it was a real honest decision.
I faked everything, bro. I faked it.
Oh shit!
No. So yes, I use Diva for the bass line.
Diva is great.
Not too much processing going on, I would say. So, it's a preset from the bass section. I think it's a standard bass sound which is in there, which is called flat bass.
Flap bass. That's funny.
Flap bass. Yeah. I think I used it a lot in all
Yeah.
my productions. So yeah, I really loved this preset. So do you hear it if I play it now?
Yeah, we hear it.
Okay.
It sounds a bit flappy.
It sounds flop. Yes.
Flappy.
Yeah, it has a really cool attack, and I always just add a little bit of erosion on there.
Yeah, I
it
wanted to
comes
say.
later in the chain, but erosion for me is like a really subtle thing for me to make it more analog-y.
Yeah, it went wider. It will sound.
It just adds like a tiny little sign.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know, just if you hear it on a phone speaker or something, you wouldn't notice it on a big system, but on a phone speaker maybe you hear a little bit more attack on it,
Yeah.
a little fizz, whatever you think is like an analog feel. This creates it for my taste.
Yeah. Erosion is great. I heard more people using it a lot, and it's a great tool. And also, I think it makes your bass stand out more on small speakers, because most people are now listening to music on small speakers, and I think that also works then to make your bass a bit more hearable on.
Without layering it,
Yeah.
you could do it with layering or whatever, but the erosion thing is a pretty cool.
That's a good tip.
plugin
And is that the
from
Camel
Ableton,
Fed?
which
What's
does it.
that? Is that the
Yeah,
Camel
man.
Fed? That's an old school guy.
Oh man, yeah.
Wow. Oh man. Wow. It's now part of Logic. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
That's why you can't download it anymore.
Exactly.
Because I've been when I was setting up my new MacBook, when I bought it,
Yeah.
I wanted to get the plugin again, but I couldn't find it on the internet anymore.
Yeah.
So
It's now part
I
of.
went deep into the plugins sites.
Yeah,
that
you went on the
showed
Lessons
me.
in Live
And-
group.
And the lessons in live.
There are all the illegal things.
But I found it in the end, or I got it from my old iMac or something.
Yeah.
Whatever, I found it, and
Yeah.
it's a, but I don't use it for anything actually. It's just a limiter for me.
You know what I like? The randomize button. I had it actually in my trick list, which is
Where
one.
is that?
It randomizes the top button
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
center.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
actually
okay.
randomizing, so it just jumps through all kinds of settings. And if I would be, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't find the right sound. I was sort of stuck. I would just randomize till I had something cool, and that's really cute.
I never
Yeah.
used that button yet.
Well,
But I am going to.
yes, and then you could call it randomize. Okay.
Ooh, original. Okay, so yeah.
Sharif's also here.
Baseline.
Ooh. Yeah, you can really
the
hear
kick-
the erosion. It's nice.
I don't know if I put erosion on the kick as well. No, I didn't. But yeah, the kick is like from a Gold Baby sample pack, I think. Just this most standard 909 thing you can get, I
Yeah.
think. With the I had the fades working a bit, but then I bounced it down to audio again, I think. So you don't see it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, this is the basic groove, I guess, which I had for the track.
Yeah.
The strings, which are coming in later, I think I added as the very last part. So
Like the hi-hat. Very snappy.
yeah, it has a cool attack, I guess, and it's doing like a groove thing, which is almost not noticeable. But if you look at this thing, there's like tiny little swing thing. Then for the clap,
Really like the groove.
it's also just a really short clap again. Nothing too much layered or something.
It's just a really short sample. Did you shorten the sample yourself, or
The tempo.
the sample? Did you shorten the clap sample yourself, or?
Probably. The thing is, with upgrading to the new Ableton, it has another way of doing the fades.
Yeah.
You know, usually you need to get into this menu, select fades, and then you shorten it or something. Now it's you can just shorten it by just zooming into the sample. You know.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I think everything I did with the fades is now lost. It's somehow they put it in there, but it's lost now, so you can't see the fades.
Yeah.
It's a really short tail. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So more hi-hat action, I guess. Nothing too much processing again. And then there's a little top loop going on. I don't know where I have this from, but judging from how it's called, it is something that I put in with my Roland. With a little bit of, yeah, I don't know, treated with the EQ.
Nice, I love the dip there.
The dip, yeah. Sometimes it makes it a bit more interesting to just remove something out of it.
Yeah.
How does it sound before?
Somebody's actually asking, how do you go about writing your bass lines? I know you're not somebody that does a lot of things always the same, right? You have actually a sort of a habit of trying new stuff all the time. Am I right?
Well, everyone is trying to, I guess. But
well,
I'm not using the Diva anymore. Not because it's not good, but I feel like I want to dive into another program, and it's always the happy mistakes. Make it by learning a new program that you didn't know before. Yeah. So the Diva I know now, and I mean the parameters, they are all the same in every plugin, I guess. Cut off, resonance, effect. All these are there somewhere, but the FX and stuff and the reverbs and
it's
stuff
all the same
into these. They are sometimes different, and presets, obviously. There's like sound engineers who are like spending a whole day on
sound designers,
doing like cool sounds, and I'm not really the one like figuring one sound out.
I have to say, Jonas, I went deeper into sound design because I became a teacher.
It's
obviously.
Interesting,
and it's nice. You can actually pretty quickly build something really cool. You should watch back the first half hour of the session. I was building it with talking in between. I
watched it, bro. Of course.
So if you actually know like your stuff, you could take like 2 minutes to build like a very unique own sounding step, the way you always do it, or the way just a bit different this time. Maybe it's nice. I'll come to Cologne and we do a whole day.
Yeah. But I have for like the stabs and stuff. I rather just use the red baby over there.
The Nordlied is great. We were actually last weekend. I was with Ari, with my friend in the studio, and we had a 106 there, and dude, it sounds so nice. But it doesn't
it doesn't save anything.
It doesn't save it. I think
saves.
You need an external thing for it, I believe. I think it can do it, but you need an external like device connected to it or so. But I'm not sure. Maybe it doesn't. But it's nice anyway. It sounds so good that it's actually cool.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, but it's unaffordable. I think these things go for like 2,000 euros or something. If you look for it on eBay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And then most of the time it's like these hardware synthesizers which need a little bit of work
I got the plugin
on there, and like, I can't figure this shit out.
The plugin is 10 euros. The plugin is 10 euros at Roland, so that's nice.
I got the plugin, I think. So let me see. What is it again? Juno. I got the Roland Cloud.
Yeah, that thing sounds insane.
Oh, you had it open before, right?
Yeah. It sounds insane. If you play like a good jazz chord on it, it's nice. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with these things. So this is bassline. Okay, do you typically sidechain bass to the kick, or is proper EQ sufficient? Ooh.
Sorry. Okay. No, this feeds too much CPU. No.
For me too, man. It's really heavy. So it's the same thing. You can't use it all the time in your project. You need to like freeze it. So it's the same like the hardware unit. It doesn't record anything. All right. So do you typically sidechain bass to the kick, or is proper EQ sufficient? Well, actually,
I almost always just sidechain it to the kick.
Me too.
This is what it's doing right now. It does a proper ducking, and
it's also playing at the same time as the kick. So
there's like a swingy one coming on front with a slightly lower velocity as well.
Oh yeah,
play it with the kick,
nice.
Which gets turned down by the sidechain anyway a little bit more. So this is how it creates like a little bit more of a pumping, swinging feel, I guess. And then in the end of the 16 bars or whatever, towards the break, it's gonna go up like a little bit into the air.
Yeah, so it like makes it like
Yeah.
do do do, you know? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
I
cool.
didn't play the string loop in myself. It was just a sample that I discovered, but it feels really good.
Yeah, it feels
For
really
me
good.
at least.
It gives this wash away feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this is the main theme for the track. But yeah, I didn't feel the whole thing at first so much until like Stassi played it out, and he had his girlfriend bring a USB stick to the gig to just play this track and stuff. And
Oh wow.
yeah, that touched my heart a little bit. You know, I haven't met him or his girlfriend before,
Yeah.
so yeah. Then she told me about it at a party where I was playing in Amsterdam. And
Oh wow.
I was melting away.
I can imagine. That's like the labor that goes into it, you know. But you know,
Yeah.
good music finds its way. You know, I remember that when you came to me in Groningen, I was really like, dude, why do you want to have a sort of like a lesson with me? Because you're making awesome music, but you just like to adopt more knowledge, you know, just like.
Yeah,
I think,
we were
yeah.
doing some, or you were doing some stuff, man, which was so good, man.
True, I'm a
And,
technical
I just
nerd.
wanted to pick up some tricks,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Well, I'm a technical
why
nerd
not?
anyway, so yeah, that's true. Okay, shall I go through the questions and guide you a bit because there's people are really
Sure.
curious to.
Yeah, we're not really looking into the project too much, right? I should be.
It's fine.
talking a little
Why?
bit more
But can I
about
ask you something about the colors? Because you have everything gray. Do you always do this, or is it just?
No. This is also something which is not being transferred when I load it in the new project.
Like
Let
this.
let me open up another one.
Yeah, people actually ask, do you ever use real synths for your bass lines?
Yeah, dude.
Nani rough stuff?
Sometimes, yeah, sure.
Nani
The
rough
chord
stuff.
Prologue
Cool.
or the new
Yeah.
chord.
Yeah, or the Moog.
Microchord.
Yeah.
No, the Vogue
Oh.
I don't really use. No,
Ah.
I don't know. I don't feel this one.
Okay,
It's
sell
just
it.
standing
Anybody
there,
wants to
looking
buy a
nice.
Yeah, it's just standing there looking like, oh, he's got a Moog.
Yeah, maybe there's one day where I want to attack it again, but
Yeah.
So far it's just gathering dust up there, and
All right,
I'm not
so-
really using it that
Yeah.
much.
This
So,
one is colorful. Yeah.
So this is like how the projects look right now,
Yeah.
and there's obviously a good reason for the colors.
Yeah.
So wait, what project did I open? The whole
Get
like
into.
graphical user interface from Zoom is like.
Like, wow.
Get into it. All right, I think this is like a Kolter thing that I was making with my friend. So this is the beat, I guess.
It's crazy.
Again, a bit breaky. I couldn't remember that this was a breaky thing, but
Yeah.
anyway. So for like these tiny little blips and like analog sounds, lately I've been using a lot of the Blue
Yeah.
2 plugin. Shit, what
Yeah.
did I open here?
You can hear an amount of beeps that we get that there's people going crazy on the music. Nice.
No, I don't hear the bleeps. I don't hear them at all.
I hear the bleeps, yeah.
Lucky me.
Yeah.
I only hear it when you speak sometimes.
Are those
So,
chords
yeah.
from your synths? Are those chords that you have from your synths? Ooh, this blue. This is the
So
blue
this
too.
is perfect to have like a little layer of like these electric blitz and stuff
Yeah.
in there.
Camilo asking here, are you using reference tracks when creating a new EP? No, he doesn't.
Reference? No, I never use reference tracks now.
No, no.
Usually what reference tracks do is just create a bad feeling because you're never going to be able to copy it better, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I did it at first, but then again, it was only like frustrating in the end because always when you A/B the track, you know, it's something you feel is worse, but in the end, you know, if you don't do it, it's more
I still
liberating.
do it, and I did it on Sunday. It took me till today to get over myself again.
All right, so such a downer.
No, but see, I have actually this AB metric AB plugin, which is really nice. So I can't remember who asked it. There's too many questions, man. The person who asked it, oh yeah, Camilo. Camilo, how can I forget your name? My name is Camiel too. But you know, if you check out metric AB, it's a really great referencing unit. So
is it like a plugin for Ableton?
yeah, no, it's an external plugin from. It's Plugin Alliance, I believe, and it's got you can even do the low end only or the mid range only or the high end only. You can really check out, really reference certain areas of the other track that you're listening, and it's really cool. It automatically gains as well, so it's like the same gain, so you're not like, oh, this one is way louder. So it's not as depressing as you think, you know. But if you don't use it, man, if you don't need it, then why do it? You know, you just reference to your old tracks, right? Why not?
I think it does just nothing helpful.
Yeah.
Because there's like tracks which don't have a lot of high end in there and stuff.
Yeah.
But then you play these in the club, and these are the biggest tunes that you hear that night. You know,
Yeah.
they're maybe lacking a little bit of high end or whatever. But for me, it's most of the time even more comforting not having too many highs in there.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah,
I don't know. So it doesn't say anything.
It's also very personal.
Like a reference.
It's also very personal. How do you want to sound? You know? Yeah. But did you notice when I started playing more in clubs and was doing my live performance, I would come home like totally like, oh no, I've got to redo all my tracks. I sound horrible, you know. But it was just depending on which club I was playing. If I was playing Studio 80, I had great sound. But if I was playing some I don't know, some cafe somewhere in a different city, I was like, oh no, my sound's not good. But do you cut everything below 30 hertz or below 40 hertz? You know, some people really make a habit of cutting everything.
No.
You know, do
See
you?
my chain? It's nothing.
Nothing. No, there's no.
I
Yeah.
didn't cut anything. Like my mastering chain looks like this. This is everything I have.
What's this last unit? Oh, you can see how you're. I've never seen this before. This guy, this last guy. What is this?
This one.
Yeah.
I look like when I make the track, I want to see how it looks like when you load it into the player.
Yeah. Cool.
Because I feel like I also want to have the visual reference.
Yeah.
This for me is the reference. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes I can't feel like if a clap is loud or not. You know, if it just feels loud because there's like these psychoacoustics and stuff.
Yeah.
So this gives me like a reference on how it looks when I load it into the CDJ or whatever.
How cool!
So-
That's really handy. I never knew it. What's this? Is this a Max for Life? It's a Max for Life thing, right?
Yeah.
What's it
Exactly.
called?
I don't know where Maxoscope
Maxos.
2.
Maxoscope.
Yeah, I
that's
got
nice.
this like 5 years ago or something. I don't know if it's up there anymore.
Yeah, probably
I'm
you can
always
find it on
transferring it.
maxforlife.com. Yeah. Wow, cool. And camel fed on your master. That's cool.
Yeah, with nothing on it.
Oh yeah, gewoon
There's-
just off.
There's really nothing on it.
Oh yeah, it's
It's just
off.
on.
Yeah, oh, it's
But it's for me, it's the sickest limiter on this planet.
that's a trick right there.
No shit.
Oh, he's giving it all away, guys. Make sure to stay tuned. There's more coming. Yeah. Okay. So
Like, usually when you have like a limiter on a loud clap or a snare or whatever, as soon as it cuts it, you know, you lose kind of the dynamic and the loudness and
yeah.
the punch in it, you know, like the flair. And what this limiter does is whatever signal you send into there, even though it's like way louder,
Yeah.
it's still remaining or retaining these the punch in
The
it.
punch,
you know?
yeah,
I don't know how it does it.
It doesn't kill. Maybe it's just maybe it's just a sort of a saturator or something. I have the feeling that glue compressor from Ableton does sort of the same thing. It like sort of
I never used the glue compressor, so I don't know.
yeah. Well, I haven't used the Camel Fed in more than 10 years, I believe. So it's really cool to see you use it, man. It's really cool to keep these old school guys alive. Okay, I have to say, everybody, all typing so many questions that I can't really get to all of them, but I'll just go through them. If I haven't done yours, just type it again, and if I see it, I'll drop it in. So, how much time did Jooko spend making music before he clicked with making releasable tracks? Is it important to force yourself to make music every day? Well, you have a normal job, right, as well? Somebody also asked, what do you do?
I'm well, next to the music, or I would say the music is next to what I'm doing. So I have like a full-time job, which I have from 9:30 to 6:30 every day. Not anymore every day, because now I have the Friday off. But
better. So we have more music.
Up until now, I only had one job in my life, which I kept until now because I really appreciated like their flexibility with handling the music topic next to it.
Yeah.
And I'm doing like cutting and graphic design for clients like Mercedes mainly, and all like focused on like trade fairs and conventions and stuff, which are obviously right now not running so well, but we're slowly moving towards like the more digital aspect of it and getting back on working full time for this then.
Yeah.
So more like Facebook, Instagram, and the digital world.
I think it's amazing, man. A lot of people actually, and myself included, when I was younger and trying to start living off music, you know, I was so focused on doing that I actually forgot how important it was to have a regular job and a regular rhythm, and you know, just to keep you sane and to keep you grounded, you know, like having a normal job is pretty decent. It's good to make money and buy a synthesizer and then learn it.
It's not always the joy of life, you know.
Yeah,
you're not always doing the things that you want to do, but I think you need a little time period in the week or in the month, or you know, where you just do something which you don't like also. So you do the things that you want to do for yourself. Man, you enjoy it more, you know.
That's like one of the best advices on there. Therefore, it's called Lessons in Life with an F for now, for a bit. I think it's good, man. It's good. This balance is really good, and it actually makes you, when you're away from your music, it makes you like think about your music. Like, oh, when I get home, man, I'm gonna use this Nordlied. I'm gonna abuse this Nordlied. I'm gonna try this preset with this and that, you know. So nice.
Exactly. Yeah.
So on this track that you showed, what's the chords? Somebody asked if you make the chords from your synth, or what are the chords on this?
Yes, these are from the Nordlied.
And you played a few.
Oh shit! I didn't put it as an input now, I think.
Oh, and you've warped it at beats. You might want to warp it at complex, right? It's.
So, do you hear now what I'm doing?
No.
No? Okay.
No, your input is off. Your input is off. It's like the input on it's like so you put it Oh.
Okay. So these are played with Nordlied.
Oh man.
I don't know which preset. I'm not gonna find it.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to. Sounds awesome.
I don't know. Yeah. These are played with the Nordlied then, and later layered with the blue.
It's like two chords. Pop, 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 pop. How nice.
Yeah, I can only recommend the blue 2, man. It's for everything.
I use the blue 1 a lot, but that's I'm getting old.
Rob Papen, right? It's a Dutch guy.
Maar Rob Papen. Rob Papen. Rob Papen. He's popping and locking. He is actually like he's very nice from the east of Holland. Very cool. Maybe I should get Rob Papen on the show. I actually got him for a dance fair that we did a few years ago. So that
would be sick, man.
Would be cool to talk with him about plugins. I'm gonna ask him. I still have his number. I'm gonna call him and ask him. That's cool. You give me good ideas.
I don't know if he makes like all these presets himself.
No, I think they use sound design.
Love letter, man.
Yeah. They use.
Also M1.
M1. I know this one.
I recently rediscovered
Wow,
Uh,
I've never used it. Actually, I've only
I
used
mean,
it
it
once
has
for
like the
presets.
most famous sound in the fucking whole wide world on it, which is the
Show me the money.
you know it, of course. But
Let me see.
uh,
Most famous sound, like a Detroiter.
ah, fuck, now it's
It's like this 90s, like. There you go. Oh, here you go. House split.
yeah.
Super cool. That's it.
Sick.
There you go. Yeah, classic 90s. I'm waiting for the 90s. You don't even need a 90s pack for it. So maybe.
Yeah.
Oh wait, now I'm here. Oh, maybe I'm here too. So let me add me myself. So now I'm also above you. It's nice. Cool.
All right.
All right. So
Um,
let me. You want to have some more questions? Because there's a
Sure.
lot. Can you touch upon using grooves in Ableton? Are you a groove user? Like, do you use the Ableton swinger? Or are you a manual swinger?
Always manually.
Yeah.
I never touch the swings.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Is a bit.
So yeah, I just move the audio as I see it. Maybe just correcting like the transients here.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and I just do it by ear. I don't know. It's like usually there's a lot of people saying you should have like one groove
Yeah.
set up, you know, and like always keep it like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sometimes it also is cool when there's like a different groove on the first section than there is in the second. You know, I'm
Yeah.
not talking about like exact 16ths
Yeah.
or something, but you know, if there's a slight difference or something, I think it's also helping for the humanized feel or something.
Yeah, I always take the 16th notes as I always make those swing because the 4 and the 8 notes are just straight. You know, that really works. But yeah, cool.
Yeah, well,
I did.
if you
Oh yeah. What?
so sorry, I have like a preset for the quantize settings, which is setting the 16ths only for like 50%.
Yeah.
So maybe I have the notes like this right now, which are not groovy at all. They're pretty spot on.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
So now if I want them to be more swingy, I just, whoop, shit. Go, I press Command U one time.
Yeah.
Now it's getting a little bit more swingy, and whatever I feel, you know, I can press Command U more times, the more swingy I want it to get, you know?
Yeah. That's nice. I never use swing on my audio loops actually.
No?
You've changed my life, Johannes.
And yeah, also there's
That's
this
crazy.
nice function where you can just make them shorter.
Oh yeah, the transient, right? In you know that there's actually a plugin to automate this. It's the Holt plugin made by a Dutch guy. His name is Holt. And
To automate what?
to automate this, what you just did, this I don't know how do you even call it, the transient. Yeah,
Transient.
yeah, from
Yeah.
the audio clip. If you do this is like a sort of a transient shaper, and there is a plugin by Holt, Holtt, I believe it is, and
Okay.
he has a plugin for this, so you can automate this during your track, which is cool. Maybe to have some more decay and then make it more snappy, have some more decay.
Oh, makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, it's
to
cool.
have it only in one part of the loop, then I guess.
Yeah, or like use it as a opening a decay on a hi-hat, for instance. You know.
Yeah.
Do you use a lot of LFOs actually?
Yeah. Sometimes I've only just recently, like when I switched to Ableton 10, you know, you can make these what is it called? LFOs, obviously.
Yeah.
It's like a Max for Life effect.
Yeah, I use them a lot, man.
Yeah.
If you
And
have a
then-
synth that doesn't have LFOs, you can just add a Ableton LFO next to it and just use that LFO to LFO these.
Yeah, I
programs.
think you attacked this like a couple of times already. So you can just have like a filter which does some nice automation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just map this to there, and it does some crazy
And
shit.
have it moving. Yeah, I really like it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Cool.
actually have tutorials on this. I think I did it a few weeks ago. I actually talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have here. Well, there's so many questions. You use any cool VST for the pads? Laurens Klein X?
Yes. Nice VST for pads is again Diva.
Oh yeah. Diva is classic, man. Diva has lots of character.
There's a lot of like third-party preset banks, or however you call it, I don't know, which are on the internet, which have like some really cool like keys and pads and stuff. And also again the blue is cool.
Also for pads, yeah. Ooh, sexy. Nice. What's the swinging away? This is washed away. So was this the Diva or the blue? This was the Diva, right?
This Diva, yeah, but blue has plenty of cool pads as well. And you know, just having like one of these plugins and just, you know, playing a little with the filter, you know.
Hey Jerry. Ooh. Yeah. Do you like to use the bandpass filter? Like, is that your go-to? Because I see that a lot. You use a lot of bandpass.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because it makes it move.
I mean, it brings in movement, not always, you know. Yeah. Sometimes it's like recording a cool sequence with the Nord lead, you know.
Slake yourself says, let him answer the questions later and let's go to his projects. They want to see everything. Oh, you also use the notch filter on the Nord lead, yeah?
So you have like these moments. I can't promise it's gonna sound cool now, but
yeah, let's see where it goes. Somebody asked, which keys are you playing?
I think it's like C sharp minor or something, just a basic chord.
Yeah, did you actually went to music school or something?
I played some piano when I was younger, yeah.
Like a lot?
Not that much, but I can't play any sheet note music or something, but I can play some chords, so that's probably a little bit helpful, and the rest is just self-learning, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that you need to just teach yourself, you know. That's what I try to do with my courses, teach them how to teach themselves. That's the best.
So yeah, you just all the take these, do like.
So you're slicing up like a sample that you've made, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. You take maybe some.
This is a cool trick, man. Add some delay, add some reverb. There you go.
Yeah, just hammer these delays.
And using so you're basically using the slice function from the sampler, and then this is crazy. This is crazy. Add some filter. There you go.
Something like this. You know,
that's nice.
And then just see if there's any cool parts in the sample that you just made, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, this was just playing for 5 seconds with the filter, but then usually the track is running with a nice drum groove or something, and then you just play some chords with the filter automation and resonance, and then you just see if there's some nice parts in there, you know, where it closes, where it opens up.
Yeah, just record a few jams. Yeah,
and
cool.
Then see maybe to integrate it or not.
Yeah.
You know?
And do you always use the sampler, or do you just also just record it and then add stuff over it?
I think with the washed away. Wait, let's get into this.
Yeah, let's go back to washed away. Somebody says, "Play the track, mate." Let's play a track in between. While you load up the new project, we go to video number 3.
Are you doing that right now?
Well, how you like that? This is what's it called?
I don't know.
You don't know yet.
What should I name it?
You should
I
call-
think it all comes to an end at some point. I named it.
Ah, well, it shall not fade. It said so.
Yeah, it
yeah.
will be out on a compilation that they're doing. I don't know if I'm supposed to show it or not, but no, it's out.
Yeah. Oh, here, Camiel, kan je wat minder praten? Camiel, you want to talk a bit less and let Jooko do his thing. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna go grab some water. Okay, Jooko, take over the show.
Yeah, like, what should we dive into? I don't know.
Well,
what is there? Well, maybe
the break in this track, because it's
the break.
Because the break is like the big thing, right? That's all the movies were with the break, you know.
Yeah, I guess so. Yes. So obviously the string loop is coming in, which is playing this melody. With a lot of reverb on it. I'm just thinking, yeah, somewhere is the reverb. And then there's some steps which I grabbed from a sample pack, I think. And it was only doing like the first 4 notes, I think. You know, and I wanted it to go high as well. So the last one I cut and transposed it up 7. So now it's doing like a answer or whatever to the previously played ones. So
it's that easy. Question and answer.
What? Question and answer, yes.
There's a lot of question and answer in your music, actually. Yeah, if you listen to it. So.
I guess, yeah. That's what it's about, right? Not just one talking.
Now, because of Jake, I don't dare to talk anymore. Jake said that I talk too much, and now I don't dare to talk anymore. I don't want to be.
Okay, then just go ahead. Right. Apart from the strings, the synth that we just had, I reversed it, I think, at some point. So. Doing something different again at some point in the track.
Yeah, it's nice.
I only had like these 4 notes. It's always playing the same in the sample.
Yeah.
So I tried to just switch it up and make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Also, what's changing is the bass line. So in the beginning, it's only playing like it's playing these notes. You know, it's going up a little bit.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was just a. So it's still like a little bit of an intro of what's coming later. So now it's changing up and going a little bit with the string, which has been introduced in the break. You know, so. Now again changing. No?
Yeah.
So now with the string together, it's playing a different melody than before. And now when it's going back without the string, it's playing the melody from before again.
Yeah.
So it goes a bit dumber again. Oh yeah, there's a different sound in here, which I didn't find anymore. Usually it's another arpeggiator coming in. What?
Wow.
These wows are these are the Nord leads.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
You can see it here. I picked like the best part, I thought.
Yeah.
You know, I could go and see what I played in the beginning if you like.
You're like,
to
you had to
see
warm up a
what
bit.
it started with, the warm up.
Meow,
You know, this
meow.
is the session that I recorded.
I think you used Diva for the bassline, right? Or
Yes,
yeah,
Diva's
somebody's
the bassline.
asking. Yeah, and maybe you can go later to the hi-hat and the percussion layers.
Yes, we'll do.
So this was when you started, very dubby. I really like this dubby sound of the Nordlied. I have the Nordlied myself as well, and I love this. Like, wow.
The first one is pretty cool as well. I just thought so.
Yeah, you can use it. You can make a new washed away remix. Yeah. This is you scrolling. People tuning in now go like, what? Why?
So yeah.
They go like, okay, so this is how he does it?
So yeah, there I found it, kind of, and I played it with the track.
It's the Nordlied, J. Elliott. It's a Nordlied. And this is the Nordlied 2X. Yeah.
A1.
I also work for Nordlied. I love their products. Yeah.
So this is like one of the synths playing.
Yeah. Yeah, so how do you make them all talk to each other? Yeah.
So this is also obviously something I played in with the Nordlied.
Yeah. Oh, this is like we were in church.
Dracula, Graf Dracula.
It almost became a gospel track. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the second one. And then there's another one, I think also with the Nordlied, which I quantized a little bit. Yeah. This is where I found the preset and used it.
This arp
Where's
is
the other one?
ridiculous.
Where's the pulsating one?
The wop.
Let me guess which synth this is from.
Oh, that must be the Nordlied, the one
It
that's
must be the
close. So, can I buy the other ones from you for a cheap price? You know, I know they've not been used a lot, apparently. So Nordlied, yeah, everybody go buy a Nordlied and you'll sound like Jooko.
Nordlied, I want profit from you.
Oh, use AutoPan, nice. Yeah, also if you can go to the, somebody asked, can you go to these hi-hats and top percussion layers?
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How nice. Oh, whoa, I'm scrolling you. Wait. Whoa.
So I always put like a violin noise into the tracks just to glue it together.
You're like a real tutorial guy now.
Yeah.
You should, if you watch this back, you'll see you on the bottom left corner in Ableton, and then with the screen, you look like a real tutorial guy now.
Woo!
Yeah.
I need like a headset with like a microphone.
Yeah. Well, you can use like me, like this microphone here. Like, hello guys, welcome to the tutorial. Lessons in Live. Yes, subscribe now. Hit subscribe. Yeah, everybody, if you're watching, subscribe. I've got way more. I speak to a lot of cool artists, my friends basically that I met over the years, and make sure to check this out every week. It's fun. So, but I won't have Jooko every week because then it would be the Jooko lessons in Jooko. Would also be cool, but I don't think you're lessons in Jooko. That's a bit weird though.
Okay.
All right, let's move to these hi-hats
jump
quickly.
on the drums. Okay, I just tried, grouping these.
Yeah, somebody also wants to know how you group your melodic elements later on.
So
there they are. You're just snapping off from audio loops, right? It's a lot of audio. Chopped.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this.
I love working with audio, man. It works fast, and you actually.
I see the peaks.
Yeah.
But there's that tiny little thing. I would just create a channel for every single piece that I would put in. Not having here even these tiny little things. I don't know what they are.
Somebody says educating with Jooko. That's great. and Cal
like
says,
dumber.
somebody says to get the Marzo next. I met him when I came to visit you in Clare back then. I think I met him then as well. He was also playing.
Yes, you were visiting. Yeah,
Yeah.
and DeMartha was in there as well.
Is he
yeah.
in Ableton?
Marcus,
Is he?
Marcus is he's giving also.
Yeah.
He's like your competitor, bro.
Oh, yeah,
so
but
you gotta watch out.
No,
jeez.
I only have
Nah.
in Dutch we say conculega's. It's like a
Collega.
bro competitor.
A collega. A collega.
Yeah, a collega. Yeah. So, but I met him and I spoke with him briefly, and he also made music for a very long time, right? Like very, very long. So maybe I should
man.
definitely,
He's
if you
been
can,
around for ages.
yeah, give me his number, Demarso. If you're watching, we should totally do that, man. You can promote your school as well. I don't care. You know, everybody's on here promoting their own stuff. You know, I had Josh Butler here, and he was just made like a video for competitors for, I don't know, the groove. Oh, I can't remember what it was, but he made a video for them, and he, you know, just promote that stuff. You know.
So okay.
So promote yourself.
Next up is like some hi hats. I don't know.
Less talking, more percussion talk. Okay, sorry, Zen Design.
No worries, man.
Ah, yes.
So I think I found all the drum samples
Yeah.
which I used. Should be there's another one. I should have done this before, but I wanted to show you how it was when I created it. So
yeah, please do.
yeah, I'm pretty messy with that stuff, I think. So now with the colors and stuff.
Yeah, and it's all called audio.
Yeah, it's all called audio, yeah. So these are the drums, I guess. Nothing too fancy, I think, right? Apart from that, I have like a little, what is this plugin? It's like doing these weird noises.
Oh, wow. Love this dude.
Doing guys like these, as if you would have like an analog
Pew,
modular
pew, pew,
rack or
pew.
whatever, and you.
Or like an old toy. Pew, pew, pew.
Yes, and these are like also doing like some tiny glitches.
Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, it's cool to have this random stuff in there. Random stuff makes your track organic and alive, you know? Otherwise
Organic.
it's predictable.
Gluten-free, mate.
Gluten-free, unpredictable music. And Hamza wants to get to the melodic elements. Hamza, after we get done with the hi-hats, let's go to the melodic stuff. We'll be busy till 12, man.
I don't know what I'm supposed to show you about these. You know, these are all just some extracts from drum loops that I have laying around here.
Yeah.
You know, used the favorite parts of the drum loops. You know, bounced them down to audio again.
Yeah.
And I think apart from that, I used the TR8 that I have standing here.
Yeah.
TR8S.
Yeah.
That are standing here sometimes.
Oh yeah, sometimes you sampled it as well. Yeah, yeah.
You know, so
is that rack, that effect rack that you showed? Is that from Ableton? Was it an Ableton or a download? Because it looked pretty like something.
This one.
Yeah, the pew pew. Yeah.
Oh, damn, where?
Or did you make it yourself?
No.
No, you're not the type, right?
Racks.
No.
I don't know where. Oh, modular kit. Here, I have these here. I don't know where I got these from, to be honest. I have them since the beginning of time. Yeah, but there's some kits. I can put it in the group.
Yeah.
Shit, what did I do now?
Put it in the group, yeah.
Shit.
Oh, you deleted it.
There's the there's the racks. So
let me move you. You're in the way. Where is it? Where's the rack? What's it called? Pew pew. What's it called? Don't shoot me. All right, so let's do another 15 minutes because you know there's so many questions. I don't know if
yes, okay.
So somebody wants to know. Hamza wants to know how you process your melodic elements. Do you bus them? And
as you can see, I don't do anything with them. This is how I process like the chords. You know, there's just some filter, EQ, delay, reverb. You know, the basic kind of treatment you'd give a step or something. But I don't have any fancy like hardware gear I run it through or something. You know, I think it's all comes down to the choice of the sound anyway. So I know a lot of producers who are just doing everything in the box, and before I knew that, I would have thought like they have the sickest analog studio standing at home.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But
But
man,
it's
you
not
can't
necessary.
Tell the difference.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't be caught. Like all the sounds that I get from my Nord lead, you can do with the Diva too.
Yeah.
And I can promise you, you won't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah,
if you
I
find,
always
like,
say
a similar pitch.
if you blindfold
Like,
somebody, you know.
It's just
Yeah.
this is just for me to get away from the screen and dive into a different area in my room. But
Yeah.
apart from that, it's the most wasted. I don't know how much euros it was. But,
So if anybody wants to buy a synth,
it's also a nice limitation,
Yeah.
to just say, okay, I'm just going to do something with this synth now.
Yeah.
And out of all the 500 different plugins I have on my computer, which all do basically the same jack shit.
Yeah.
I just use this now. So
yeah, it's cool, but you don't need a lot. And also I use a lot of audio samples as well when I really want to make some grooves. It's really easy to get some. Want to get some more percussion, just load up some audio loops and just take out the stuff you don't want. But this little or you just add it in. It's really easy to build a groove like that. And I mean,
the thing is with like extracting things from loops, you already see how it's working in the context.
Yeah.
Like if you have for a little tom that you want to add into your groove, and you're taking it from a loop already, how it's gonna accelerate the groove, like if it's coming before a kick, it can be a nice little groove tool,
as long as
if
it swings.
You have the tom by itself, you have to play it first in the right position and stuff, so you don't know how it feels afterwards. So it's nice if you take it from a loop.
Yeah, nice. Let's listen to another bit of your music. Video 4. Is there a special story to that one?
I can't remember exactly what it was. The fourth one I sent you. What does it have on the cover? Do you see it?
It's also white, so we will never know.
Oh yeah, Stasko track.
Stasko, nice. That's with Chris Stassi, right?
I hope Niels is fine with it if I play it. But let me say something up front. For the sample pack I've been getting more into like playing the strings on my own. So with this track, instead of using like a full string bar loop, how I did it in Washed Away, I tried to do the strings by myself now. So these ones are not a sample now coming in the track. These are played by me, yo.
That was actually a question. You actually answered somebody's question. There was a question about this, so that's great. Yeah, I will look if I can add maybe I can add this. I can copy this video, and now I have a copy of Skype, which is not nice. I need to go.
I don't see you though, by the way. No.
Yeah, my battery was empty, so I'm like talking to you and trying to fix my camera at the same time while still running the show here. That's crazy, right?
Wow.
When will the sample pack be released? Digit 97. Digit 97 guys. These were here in my studio. I gave them some good tips. I hope so, actually. I probably did. When will the sample pack be released?
Always. The sample pack, I don't know. It's not really far away anymore. I hope if you can see the video later on, we've already done like all the video, taking videos of it and stuff, to promote it a little bit and to make like a proper pack and stuff. Because, we want to give it a cool framing and stuff, and since it's going to be the first one, which is coming on.
Let me play the sample pack for you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it live, guys. This is an experiment. Please do not be alarmed. This is only a test.
Oh, there you are again.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm back. All right, I'm gonna do the video file. Let's see. Let's choose file, and then it's the PIF sample pack. All go by the PIF sample pack, peeps. It's gonna be cool. Is the one from Stassi wasn't for PIF, or was it also for PIF? You actually know?
No, this one was for Sample Market.
Okay, like this. Cool. All right, so this one is gonna come for PIF. Here we go. I think it will work. Will it work? Yeah, but I'm in the way. That is awesome. Are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, whew, I was just shocked. Maybe it's great, man. It looks awesome. Great video, and yeah, people go get that sample pack. And okay, so I have a few more questions. Jooko, do you use any other than the Nord lead for stabs? You also use
the prologue.
the Prologue.
And yeah, obviously the VSTs, which I've been showing.
Yeah,
you know,
the blue and the Diva. Yeah.
Diva, blue, M1, Korg
Yeah.
M1 has some really, really cool stats. Yeah, I don't know. These are some that I've been turning to when searching for a nice step or a pad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's so many, man. You can get 6 steps out of operator, you know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm been teaching. That's what I'm teaching
They
in my
are all
courses.
they're all basically the
Yeah.
same, you know. You can't create a new oscillator, you know.
No, an oscillator is an oscillator. Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, with subtractive synthesis, it's the filter that determines the quality of the step. So why you like the Nord leads, because the filter has this sort of quality to it. Well, that's at least what
I guess, yeah. There's
Yeah.
of course there's a little bit
Yeah.
of characteristics in every.
Yeah.
In every
It's the filter
thing.
that does it. Look, the TB303 is the famous subtractive synth that the filter makes the sound basically. So if you want to know how to make stabs like this, go to the beginning of this this show.
Yeah,
This
you
is
showed
the
it.
this is the
With
longest
operator.
show. It's
No,
too-
with wavetable, right? Was it
with
Wave-
I made it with operator. With wavetable, I made the SPAD, which really fast as
okay.
well. Yeah, it's nice. Once you know how to do, man, I'll come to Cologne. We'll have a wavetable and operator. You'll never go back to Diva and Blue. No, that's a bold
I
statement.
only just discovered blue, bro.
Blue is amazing, though. I'm gonna ask actually Rob Pape to come. You know, it would be great.
Do
when-
that, man.
when
Would be
will-
awesome.
Yeah, right. Rob Pape, and he's a super nice guy, and he makes these synths from love. I really love Sapum bass as well. Do you use Sapum bass for your bass? I really love it.
Yeah,
for my bass.
sometimes I also use Sapum bass. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
cool.
I mean, blue and Sapum bass are basically the same plugin, you know,
Yeah.
and not the same, you know, but you can tell it's from the same guy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
maybe blue is a little bit more electro
Yeah.
focused, you know, going to that direction, and Sapum bass is more like also covering like the hip hop
Yeah.
basses and stuff. I mean, it's called Sapum bass,
Not for nothing. Yeah.
not
Yeah.
for nothing. Yeah, for
It's
a
very
reason. I
subby.
mean.
Yeah, I actually used the init patch for a track "Dance with You" that I released years ago in the UK.
I used the init patch as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Init patch is
didn't?
doom. It's very nice. Yeah.
It's sick. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good init patch. Yeah.
Yeah. How long are you doing music actually?
Like 2011 or 12, I think. I started doing studying. So,
Cool. Yeah.
that is like
8 years,
years
something
ago,
like
yeah.
this. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know you've made a lot. You know, there's so much music. Also, your Bandcamp's so much to be found. It's really nice. When is the next Stasi release with Stasi together? Somebody asks. Lorenzo Rojo.
I'm not sure yet. We haven't really done that much more music yet.
Mhm.
Whenever we sit into the studio again. I mean, we got one track which you're gonna show later on. Then I think we skipped it.
Oh
or
yeah,
we
number
changed
4.
it, switched
Yeah,
it.
we
with
switched it to the sample pack. Yeah.
thing.
I
Yeah,
forgot
we're gonna
already.
see it later.
Yeah.
This is one of them, and I hope. Let's
Yeah.
see when we both have time to sit in the studio together. It's
I
always better
really
to
love
sit.
the Stasi.
Oh, dude!
Yeah.
Now that I have the power to stream my Ableton somewhere, we can collaborate over the internet.
Oh
It's
yes,
better, I
yeah,
think.
definitely. We
This
should.
is so awesome, man.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
use Dropbox, and then you can even make music. I can tell you like, hey, reverse that stab there. You know.
Yeah, you know, live interaction.
Yeah.
Better than just sending a part, you know, when you're losing the flow and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
always something different.
Yeah, you can stay online. Actually, my roommate does that as well with NordQ. It's really cool. Okay, so let
Yeah.
me play number 4, the one with Stasi. That's cool.
Sure.
So we
Yeah.
at least went through all the videos. Wow, that's you've received a lot of love. Is that song released? When will it be released? It's amazing. Thank you for the music, Jooko. This is nuts. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for watching. I've only just logged in. Oh, you can watch it back, Alfonso. It will be on YouTube/lessonsinlive. Really intriguing Mind Machine bassline. Any insights on that one? Yeah, we can go on for hours and hours, but you know. It's we can't go on till 12. It would be crazy. Even my computer it's on the power, but it's losing power by just having so many apps open. It's funny. Yeah, Jooko, I really would love to go on for hours with you, and there's so many questions, but we've covered a lot of them, so people can watch it back. Thank you, man, for being in my show and for bringing like 200 people and more.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Always nice.
I will definitely come and visit you in Cologne, and we should make some music.
Yeah, I would recommend visiting your place though, because you have a nice beach.
At the beach, yeah.
Cologne is. I don't know. We don't have anything like this to offer.
Well, Cologne with its old school colonial.
Yeah, we have the cathedral. That's it.
Yeah, somebody actually asked how was the scene in Cologne and München. I think it's pretty nice. You've got hoof parties.
I've never been to München for partying or something, so I can't tell anything about that.
Yeah.
Cologne it's all right. It's pretty good, I would say. I mean, obviously, right now during Corona, there's not really a big scene anywhere. But
everywhere it's.
Before that, I was enjoying myself here. I I didn't have the urge to go to a bigger city like Berlin or something to feel more connected to the music scene or something.
Yeah.
Because everyone's taste is gonna have a little party here in Cologne if you want it.
Yeah, and it's also your creative space at home is very important. So if you're comfortable at home in your studio, you're gonna make awesome music, and I think that's the most important thing. Maybe more important than to be part of a scene. It's maybe also really important just to have fun and make music in your cave. I think that's really cool. So thanks Jooko and Camiel. Yeah, thank you all for watching as well. So Jooko, I'm gonna give you a call when we break the connection. Just to thanking you already, but I'll give you a call in a bit. I'm just gonna close down here. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your music, sharing your thoughts on making music, and showing your project, and just being a nice guy. Thanks so much.
Thanks, and see you.
See you soon. Let's not get too emotional now. I'll give you a call in a bit. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okie dokie. So, thank you all for watching. It's been a great pleasure having so many people online. You can watch the stream back on youtube.com/lessonsinlive. For more information on Lessons in Live, check www.lessonsinlive.com. I'll be back next week with Lucien Ford. He was part of Quadrophronia back in the early 90s. He made some classic tracks, sort of like the Todd Terry of Holland, which is great. In the future I have Roland, I have Odette coming. I'm going to be speaking maybe to Rob Papen. I'm going to ask Prunk to join me as well. Maybe De Marso, who was online. Let's see who wants to join. We're just geeking out here at Lessons in Life. I do courses, beginners and advanced courses. I've got new ones starting in August. They're online and they're a lot of fun. So if you want to join. And if not, just feel free to join the Lessons in Life community on Facebook, or where we just share samples and plugins and whatnot. And of course, follow us on YouTube and check this out. So thank you for watching. Yusuf, lekkere show. Yes, it was a great show. Yeah, we need to start from scratch. Stream from Jooko. Yeah, that would be great, Camilo. Just to stream this guy. Like he's a natural. It's crazy. So yeah, check out. There's a few more that I have online, and again, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the stuff. I've got the free samples, preset packs online, and you can download devices that I made, and I will upload way more for you. And next week we'll be here with Lucien Ford. So what future releases can we expect from Jooko? Yeah, I don't know. I should have asked him, but he at least he's made something with Stusco. you know. So he's coming soon with some more stuff. He will always release more stuff. He's a very productive. Cool. All right. Thanks for watching, Alfonso. Thanks for watching Digit 97. Thanks, great that you learned something. That's why we're doing this. So, see you next week. Enjoy. Go make some music, and hope to see you soon. Bye.